The post-mortem for the Border-Gavaskar Trophy debacle is beginning. Rohit Sharma is in the center of it because he was the captain, stood down from the Sydney Test because of lack of form and because for the team. Kudos to him for that. The interview that he did on day 2 following the lunch break was a perfect example of good and bad. Because the good thing was, yes, he acknowledged that he was not in form, he stood down. And that is why when you look at it, it was a bold move and we give credit to Rohit Sharma for that. But then, the other bits that were there, I am not going anywhere, let the call be taken and all those things. I know I am sensible enough because I am a family man. No one with a pen, my laptop will decide my future. All that undid whatever good had happened in Sydney for him. Because he had a bit of the thing, and the last point, I am not going anywhere, yet again summed up the elitist mentality that is there in Indian cricket. Because now a former Australian player has really brutalized Rohit Sharma's quote. Because Rohit Sharma, if he's picked for the England series, now remember 114 days later, he's going to turn 38. He's not getting younger. Now, on that basic point, former Australia player Simon Katich has opened up on that Rohit Sharma interview. He mentioned, Test cricket isn't a place for 37-year-olds at the top of the order. History suggests that, and only Rohit Sharma knows whether he has got the hunger to go on. It's not even going to be 37, he'll be 38 years old. Not everybody can be like Sachin Tendulkar or Misbah-ul-Haq or Yunus Khan who can play until the age of 40. In the case of Misbah-ul-Haq, more. But always remember, towards the fag end of a player's career, if the slide has begun now, it won't improve by that time. Yes, you'll have spurts of brilliance. But understand one thing. For Rohit, whatever happened 8-9 months ago is gone. He's lost, he's been whitewashed at home. He's been defeated in the BGT. 6 tests he's lost out of the 8 with 1 draw. This is the problem at this point in time. 1 draw, 1 win, 6 losses. How do you cope up with that? Serious questions have to be asked in 2025 because England is the starting point of the WTC cycle. Then you're playing South Africa and West Indies at home, followed by New Zealand, Sri Lanka and Australia towards the fag end of 2026-2027. How do you cope up with that? How will Rohit Sharma recover? Technique, judgment, all you saw at the BGT from Adelaide, Brisbane and Melbourne, it was gone. Everything had deserted Rohit Sharma. How is he going to come back to the England series then? That is one big question which Simon Katich has raised. Only he knows whether he has the hunger and drive at 37 to go again. England are on their way up. They have some good young quicks coming through. Bryden Carse and Gus Atkinson are doing very well. Now, he couldn't cope up with an aging Stark, Cummins, Hazelwood, Boland. He couldn't cope up with them. How is he going to cope up against the likes of Bryden Carse and Gus Atkinson? He might, because out of all the Sena countries, remarkably, he has a good record in England. However, that was 3 years ago. There you could have still expected Rohit Sharma to do something better. But now at 38, can he do it? It is not a dig at his age. It is not a dig at his fitness. But father time doesn't wait for anybody. Let's make one thing very, very clear here. Rohit has been playing now for close to 18 years. Not many people can play for 24 years. Because in the era of T20Is, in the era of IPL, how do you play 3 formats? It's just not possible. That will be a tough tour. Simon Katich is warning. That will be a tough tour if he chooses to go on and the Indian selectors pick him, first and foremost. Those numbers are not for pretty reading. Already you look at what has happened in the New Zealand series at home. You look at the BGT, 31 runs, and then in the New Zealand series, 93 runs. How can one ensure that he continues to go on? Because whatever good work he did, yet again I'm reiterating, whatever good work he did in the start of 2024 was undone by what has happened from November onwards until January. So this is the problem. But the most brutal dig that Simon Katich took on Rohit Sharma, I saw in that interview, very well spoken. He admitted it. He spoke well, he was articulate. There's no doubt he has a future after he's done playing cricket. And that is in stand-up comedy. Because his humor was very good. Rohit, we know, is bindas. He tried to have a comical spin over everything. But there was no laughing matter because India were not going to win the BGT in Australia. They had squandered the chance to win the series and now they had lost Sydney as well. So whatever Rohit Sharma has said, it will all be taken into account because now you don't play any red ball cricket. Your chances of WTC final are also done and dusted. You're only starting to prep up from mid-June onwards until July. Can you bounce back? Can Rohit Sharma bounce back? Sure, because he's an elite player, he gets to choose whether the time, location, everything is in his favor, only then he will retire. Because that's what's happening with Indian cricket. There are few exceptions. Lakshman didn't get his own choice. Dravid didn't get his own choice. Dhoni didn't get his own choice. Sachin got. Sachin Tendulkar is the gold standard. So Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli also deserve it. Virat, on the account of his fitness, he will say 2 years. I'll play for 2-3 years more. I want to play the 2027 ODI World Cup also. That is the problem that Rohit Sharma will have to address on his own. But what do you make of Simon Katich's statement? You can write to us in the comments below. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.